Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox back for another episode, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have back with me Nancy Huffman. Nancy, welcome back.
Thank you for having me here today.
Nancy, you are back to talk about one of my favorite events of the year, which I'm going to call the Hunt Art Fair, although I know it may have a different name or you may be in transition on the rebranding. But tell us about your involvement in the Hunt Art Fair over the past couple of years.
Okay, will be the third year that we've done this, and we started out as a July 4th show. This year, our timing will be slightly different just based on the needs of the Bridget's Basket that is hosting our show this year. And because it's our third year, we started out originally as the Hunt community artist because we were showing at the pavilion. So that's what we were, and we were trying to draw from artists mainly within the Hunt community. This year, we have decided to call ourselves the Hill Country artists. So we still got the same initials. So slight rebranding. I mean, we've still got our same logo that we're using, but the words on it have changed slightly. And so we're really excited to do that because now we can start bringing in artists from a little bit further beyond, still within the hill country, but a little bit further beyond. So we'll have a group of 12 artists this year. And Bridget's Basket is very generous letting us show there. So it's great. Hopefully we'll be able to bring her in some business as well too. And hopefully it's a win for everybody.
And of course, you're on the Hill Country Artist podcast, so it's
Yes.
a nice
Yes.
synergy there. But I want to actually go back to the first one
Yes.
because it was on July 4th.
Mhm.
We were new to the Hill Country. We had moved in April of that year. And when we read about it, we thought, wow, Hunt artists have a July 4th art fair every
Yes.
year. Let's
Yes.
go down and check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And for us, my wife and I, that was our introduction into the local art community. So could you talk a little bit about the local art scene? And if you want to start with it with the Hunt group and then maybe expand out, but stunned me, frankly, was the vibrancy of the local scene. And maybe you can just
Mhm.
run with that.
Mhm. And just even going back way beyond when we were here too. I mean, Hunt used to be an artist community back in the day, like 100 years ago. And there was a group of artists, and a lot of them came from Houston, a lot of them came from other places, but they would come to this area of Hunt purely for the purpose of painting because, as you all know, it's a really beautiful place, which is why so many of us artists have also come to the hill country in retirement. We've all decided that this is a great place to paint. And like when I moved here, that's one of the first things I did was I looked up fellow artists, starting painting with a small watercolor group just in Hunt, and just finding a group of painters to hang out with and do things that I enjoy doing. Found a plein air painting group, still paint with them on some occasions. But anyway, it's just been a great place to enjoy art. There's so many artists, not only in Hunt, but in all of those surrounding communities. And every day I learn about somebody else that paints, somebody else that has been doing art all their lives, but now they've got the time to devote to it a lot more.
So in year two, you moved to Bridget's Basket
Yes.
for the event. So
Yes.
I'd really like to talk about Bridget's Basket.
Mhm.
And obviously, it's different than the pavilion.
Yes.
No surprise there. But it to me, it gave a whole different feel to the event. As an artist showing there, did
Mhm.
you have that same sensation?
Mhm. Yes, very much so. I mean, Bridget, in the first place, she's just been really supportive of the community in all sorts of ways, but she invited us to come show there, and it not only gives us a better location, but she has food there and other things that just kind of support us and make us feel, I guess, welcome instead of being out there in the open by ourselves. It's nice, it's shady, it's just a beautiful place that she has there.
So could you tell our audience who may not be familiar with Bridget's Basket what it is and the food or other items that might be offered there other than when you ladies are there for the hunt for the
Mhm,
art
mhm.
fair?
Each time we have had a show there, she always prepares, like, special menus that you can get outside at the bar walk-up area as well as the inside restaurant. And the whole property is surrounded by the vineyards that they're putting in now. They started smaller, and each year they add vineyards to it, so it's a beautiful place to be.
And there's actually a little store there,
There
that
is.
I enjoy
Yeah.
because of they have fresh food, they have
Mhm,
farm-grown organic food, plus I'm a big coffee aficionado, so they have, their own white labeled
mhm.
coffee. They have ice cream, cookies, and other goodies. Can you talk about
All
that?
sorts of good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she started out with the market and the restaurant, and the restaurant too, in addition to the market that you just mentioned, they serve lunch each day, Wednesday through Saturday, and then on Sunday, they have a special brunch, and she has a big following for that. I think she has a great clientele that comes probably every week, every weekend. And then, in the summers, on Wednesday nights, I believe it's still Wednesday nights, she has a happy hour in the evening, and they will I was just told this not that long ago, they will throw your steak that you bring onto their grill, prepare it for you the way you want it prepared, and then you purchase from them your baked potatoes and the fixings and all that. It's a nice place. She's just super supportive of the whole community. I mean, there's groups of needleworkers that go there every week. As artists, we go there frequently to have lunch as well as paint during that time too. She's just real open to lots of community groups coming to her place as well, not
So,
just a restaurant.
one of the things I think about when I think about Bridget's Basket is,
Mhm.
oh, it's just outside of Kerrville, but it's really not.
It's a
It's
little ways.
a little ways, but it's much closer to Hunt.
Yeah, it is.
And, we were talking a little bit earlier, you have one restaurant in Hunt. So
Yes.
does this
And that
provide a different style of
Yes,
cooking?
that's it. I mean, that is the restaurant in Hunt. We also have the Hunt store too, which has a restaurant portion of it too, but they are also under new management themselves too. So they're changing some things up now, so I can't really speak to that a lot because it's new management. But yeah, if you come to Hunt, it's between and you're familiar with it, it's between Shoemaker and Hunt Crossing where Bridget's Basket is located. So it's a beautiful property.
So tell us a little bit about, first of all, you're exhibiting, this year, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
And did you bring us some little
I brought us a
teasers?
couple of little paintings that I've
Could
just finished up.
could
They're
you
not even
show
varnished yet.
could you show us the
So,
paintings and
sure.
describe them for us?
Okay, this year, the strawberry cactus, also known as the lace no, let me think of the name of it. I'll have to look that up. I don't remember exactly. Strawberry cactus. It's been blooming and gorgeous this year. I've seen so many cactuses blooming. We had a spectacular wildflower season this year, so I've been doing a lot of wildflower paintings. This is one of the wildflowers,
Okay,
focusing on that, and then I'll show you one other. Maybe you're familiar with Willow City Loop as well.
right.
Everybody that I know goes there every single year, and as artists, we take photos of it so that we can bring it home and paint because it's really difficult to stop along the way and set up. So we have to bring photos back with us. So anyway, this is just one of the scenes along the way. This one is not the bluebonnets, but the white prickly poppies that are all over out there as well. So just fields and fields of flowers. So anyway,
So what other pieces will you be exhibiting at this year's fair?
I'll have other oil paintings too, some more cactus, some more wildflower scenes. Also, I have some animals, especially birds and some bobcats, some things like that. So just various oil paintings. I'll still have some cards as well for those who like I mean, we have a lot of ladies that like to come and buy cards at the markets. So I'll have some of those as well as some prints.
I wanna put a bug in your ear for a black bear because unfortunately, a black bear was hit on the highway and killed in Kirk County last week.
I heard something about that, yeah.
I wasn't aware we
Black bear.
had black bears in Kirk County.
I wasn't either.
Yeah. So, now could I expand out to maybe ask you about other artists who are
Mhm.
exhibiting that you are aware of exhibiting at this year's fair?
Okay, we have Laura Williams, who also does oil paintings. She's, one of our early she was there the first year as well. Janet Reinwald, who paints in watercolor, will be there. Deanna Eichsman will be there, who also does acrylics as well as oil. Let's see, let me make sure I get everybody straight. We've got, a few new people. Kathy Simmons will be there with her acrylic paintings, as well as Susan Johnson, who I just met just about a week ago, and she's anxious to show with us, so that's a great feeling. Let's see, we have Joni Jones, who does ceramics, trying to go around the porch. We have Elaine Capers, who will be with us. She does oils primarily, and she's one of our artists from Kerrville. We also have Janelle Lindley, who does paper paintings as well as acrylics. We have Juan Leal, who does watercolors, and hope I'm not leaving anybody out. Maybe that was 12?
There w
Close to it if it wasn't.
I've heard last year there was a
Mhm.
guy from Houston who I think did woodworking. Or
We're not sure if he's gonna be there or not
okay,
this year. I mean, because he still works full time.
right.
Some of us still have to do that. He's not gonna be absolutely positive whether or not he'll be able to do it until the 17th. So a few more about another week, he'll know. So hopefully he will be, because he's done it every year with us.
What are the dates of the event this year?
June 28th through 29th, we decided because July 4th falls basically in the middle of the week this year. So we decided to go with the earlier dates just because it coincides with the camp openings and closings. So it just seems to be a little bit better day for Bridget as well as for us.
If our listeners wanted any more information on this year's fair, where could they go?
You can find us on Facebook. We have a Hill Country artist. You just need to make sure it's not the one in Nashville because there are 2 that are called Hill Country Artist. So you can find out more information there. We'll be posting some flyers around. I think that would be the main place that you would find out about us.
What
That
if there's an artist who might want to submit their work? How could they at least start that process?
I would suggest reaching out to us on Facebook.
Okay. I'm greatly looking forward to this year's show. I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to come down and visit with us about this and look forward to seeing what you all come up with.
Okay, we hope you can come.
All right.
Thank you very much for having me today.